because I knew the baby wasn't breathing, and they said he was choking on something.
Deputy Johnson, thank you for being here with us today. Kind of walk me through that initial, when the call comes out on the radio and you realize it's a kid or a baby. Mm-hmm. What starts going through your head?
Well, the call came out as a person not responding to their parents. Didn't really give out an age. I knew I was pretty close to the area, and then instantly dispatch came that it was an infant. I have a child of my own. It just really hit home to get there as fast as we could. I was actually 5 houses away. So
oh, wow.
I got there. Dad came running out, and he was kind of freaked out. I went into the house. I was by myself. Mom hands me the child with blue lips and just kind of looks at me for help. And I kind of almost turned to hand it off to Fire, and Fire's not there yet. I was just like, okay, well, it's all up to me. Just said, okay, I got to get the baby's head in my hand, tilt him down, start doing back blows. Because I knew the baby wasn't breathing, and they said he was choking on something.
I can only imagine. I mean, I was on babies not breathing calls, but I've never had to, take the baby and the back blows. And
yep.
I don't know, it's just different because at the academy or when you do the training, it's this doll. What's it like when you're actually doing it?
I literally talked myself through it out loud. Just, okay, I got to do this. And everything else was quiet except for what I was doing and me hearing myself. And I think it was just reassuring myself that I was doing what I was supposed to be doing and getting the baby into the right position. He kind of let out a cry like I was hurting him almost because of the back blows, which means I'm doing my job right and hitting him with enough force to get whatever was out. Heard the baby start crying and coughing, and it was amazing. Just to get to that point of hearing the baby come back to, and I just put him in a recovering position and I held him. He was burning up once he started breathing, so I walked outside. It was a pretty cool night, and just stood out there, and all my partners started showing up, and everybody was like, how'd you get here so fast? I handed the baby off to the paramedics. They put him in the ambulance, started checking him out and everything. I was still in the recovery position, breathing, and then he finally just woke up, and it was like he was just looking for his mom, so I tapped her on the shoulder, and I was like, hey, I think he's looking for you, and she looked, and she had the biggest smile on her face that he was looking at her. So it was something sweet just to see how from start to finish the baby wasn't breathing to now he's looking at his mother.
So you're a dad.
Mm-hmm.
How many kids?
Just one.
Just one. And how old?
She's almost 3, so
okay.
2.5. So, but I saw her little face at first, and it was scary. I freak out more with my own child than I do on the job, but I think that's just a parent's instinct to find somebody else to deal with your own child.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I guess that's fair because when you're, like you said, when you're there on the job and dad's running out to you, mm-hmm. right? And mom's looking at you.
Yep.
That's what you're there to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right, get it done.
Yep. There's no room for error. I mean, if I didn't do my job and I stood around, could have ended up worse.
I know after the call, the story received, some media attention and, this again, interviewing you and that kind of stuff. What is it like to walk that line between, hey, I'm just doing my job, and then recognizing yeah, I did something pretty incredible?
To myself, hey, I saved the kid was enough for me. I told my wife about it. She was super happy. Told her, hey, I saw Ellie, our daughter. I saw her little face the first time, and I broke down with her. I was scared. So it was definitely interesting.
That was something I was going to ask about because, when those calls are over and then you're in your patrol car, right? You're going on to the next call. Was there a moment where you just kind of sat and decompressed or took it all in?
When I got to the station, my partner and I went back to the station to start working on our paper from the night because we were off in about 30 minutes. And he was just like, you just saved a kid. And I was like, it finally really started setting in. I was like, man, it was crazy. I saw my kid, and that's all I could think of was my daughter. Was that if it happens to her, I would probably freak out as a father. But at the end of the day, I know my training will kick in. It's just second nature now. Just okay, I got to do what I have to do. It's time to act.
Well, I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you walking us through all of this.
Definitely.
And I know that family appreciates you being in the right place at the right time.